Hey guys, it's me, Akinos. I'm just here to give you my worthless opinion on something that's happening in the world right now. Popular conversation. A few things. First of all, I know you're wondering, bitch, why are you wearing your winter hat inside? Well, truth of the matter is, I was going to go to the doctor today, even though I said yesterday I wasn't going to go. But I figured, oh, like I actually prepared for the winter, unlike you stupid motherfuckers. So let me go. But then I feel really shitty and I was like, I'm not going to the doctor today. And I know that's kind of really strange. Like, how are you not gonna go to the doctor when you don't feel good? But that's what the fuck I said. I didn't fucking feel like going out there. My mouth hurts. I know I'm talking, but my mouth hurts. I'm super like bloated and uncomfortable and just overall miserable, but I'm trying to do the best that I can. Let's get into the situation at hand. Gorilla Glue girl. Y'all, it's not that fucking deep. All right? Maybe I'm the ignorant one. Maybe I just believe people when they say certain things. Maybe I have a different way of looking at things. But for me, in my humble opinion, it is not that deep. Some of the things that I'm seeing that is going on social media about this is actually out of this world. There are whole ass like philosophical critiques and opinions on this. And I just feel like, why? What world are y'all living in that people don't do stupid shit? I think that there are a certain group of people that, you know, we're so ingrained into this culture that we, where, you know, everyone is putting everything on camera, that we think everything is staged. And honestly, to be perfectly honest with you guys, in case you forgot, that these people that are staging things are actual human beings that in real life do dumb shit, right? I think this was one of those dumbass things that happened in real life on camera, right? Y'all are going too fucking deep. Some of the retweets that I'm seeing are fucking insane. One that I vaguely remember said something like, Black girls are not used to yelling fire unless they're burned. Some shit like that. And then something about how Black women and their hair and... like that. Like they're... What are you fucking talking about? What are you fucking talking about, actually? Let me just go ahead on record and say, I think that Black women should be allowed to make stupid ass mistakes. All right. I think that when we talk about believing people, that especially Black women, that it goes for stupid shit too. Right. Like everything is not for clicks, for likes. Some things we actually do that are just fucking stupid and thoughtless. Okay. I don't think it deserves that deep ass in your gut dissertation. Like y'all are just going too motherfucking far. Like the internet has fucked y'all mind up that you can't even just think of something as like that's literally what it is. There are some speculations that maybe she mistook Gorilla Glue for Gorilla Snot Glue. Quite frankly, I never even knew there was a thing called Gorilla Snot Glue. So that's news to me. But, you know, she said in the video that she ran out of her hair glue. And so she decided to use that. Whether or not she confused the two, I don't know, because honestly, I don't know how you would, because Gorilla Glue is not next to hair glue. At least it should not be. In any store that you go to, like, first of all, are they even in the same store? Because like Gorilla Glue is not in the fucking hair store to my knowledge, at least where I come from and where I am now. It would not be. It would be like in a Home Depot or something like that, or a Bauhaus, you know, like we here in Germany. That's where Gorilla Glue would be. And if Gorilla Snot Glue is something that you use for your hair, then that would be in the fucking hair store. So there's that. So anyway, I don't think that it was all of that. I think she had that Gorilla Glue in the fucking house. She used it in her damn hair, and that is that, right? But y'all are going in. I'm seeing artists that are getting super upset about her making all this money with her GoFundMe and getting all this outpouring of love and support when they're making art that people aren't supporting. I told y'all my mouth hurt. But And I get that argument because it's like there's a whole lot of like there's a whole lot of that that's going around with social media, that people are getting rich and famous off of doing the most basic shit. When you have artists like myself that are trying to do work that's really deep and really thinking and conceptual, and then some motherfucker just like does a stupid dance and all of a sudden they're getting fucking like they're brand ambassadors and they're getting free shit and they're making money and they're buying houses, you know what I mean? So I totally get that argument. However, maybe we're just, for the times, we're not making something that's really like, you know, capturing the audience like that. And that isn't any fault of these people that are getting rich off of these things, or getting famed and verified off of these things. But that, you know, that's a whole nother conversation within itself. All right, that's a whole nother argument within itself. So I just want us to understand that, like, sometimes things happen that really gets the attention of the masses, like this situation, and people want to get to the cause. You know what I mean? And I think that's okay. But then, you know, like, bigger than that, I kind of want to, before I run out of time, I really want to touch on the fact that with this situation, that so many people, and it seems also including the person that got into this mess, are really concerned about her hair. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, actually? Like, the fucking hair is stuck to the head. First of all, with the way how durable Gorilla Glue is, for every minute that shit was on her head, you might as well double that time, and how hard it's going to be to get it out, how long it's going to be to even loosen that shit up before she has to cut it off. There is no saving that hair. Forget about it. Move on. Like, that is like not the biggest fucking thing here. Like, there's literally bigger fucking fish to fry when it comes to this situation. Someone said something that was kind of interesting, and you know, they're like concerned about her. Maybe she has to have it surgically removed, and then she has to get skin grafting. I don't know if it's gonna get that deep, or it needs to get that deep, unless she's just not super patient with it, which she has to be, in my humble opinion, in order to get this resolved. But let's just say she does. Baby, they're gonna have to graft that skin from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you worry about saving your hair more than anything else, sweetheart, let's just say this is what has to happen. Yeah, you gotta get that they gotta take that skin from someplace else in order to put that shit on your fucking head, right? I just feel like there's too many sophisticated wigs right now for you to be concerned about saving some fucking hair. It's dead, bitch. It's dead. That shit is dead. Cut it the fuck off. Move on. There's other things that you need to deal with, like the emotional and psychological trauma of all of this, right? She's going to definitely need some time to fucking rest and recover from this. She's never going to be able to live this situation down. For the rest of her life, she's going to be known as the fucking Gorilla Glue girl. You understand? Now, in the grand scheme of things, Gorilla Glue will just make her a brand ambassador, because they could not have come up with nobody could have thought of this, right? And maybe their sales have gone up from this, I'm assuming. And I just feel like, you know what? They owe her on some level like that. Now, if it is true, if the rumors are true that she is trying to sue Gorilla Glue, that's when you lost me. I'm thinking that she's not that fucking stupid and not that much of an opportunist. Yeah, because there's just no merit to that. You know what I mean? But I don't even really want to entertain that. I really just want to just make sure I stress the fact that losing your hair is not a big fucking deal. Please just fucking stop it. Like, there's potentially other health issues that she may, will face in the long run as a result of this and using all those chemicals on her head. But you know what? The human body is absolutely amazing. And if Black women can survive perms and jerry curls and all kind of chemical treatments in their fucking hair, I think she can survive some fucking toxic chemicals of Gorilla Glue. You know what I mean? I just want that shit to loosen up. I want that hair to be cut off. She can start over. It will grow back. And a lot of people, when they have to cut off all the hair, you're going to look a lot better than you think you do with that fucking bald head. That shit is like, That shit is a whole nother like world of fashion, hair fashion that that's just amazing. So like, calm the fuck down. Like, it's dead. That hair shit is dead anyway. Y'all fucking like losing shit over, like, it's dead. Moving back to this situation with y'all thinking so fucking deep, y'all were so fucking offended. Oh my God, she's verified. All of this extra shit, all these deep fucking thoughts about black hair and black womanhood and black this. Black women should be able to make mistakes. If you don't know, and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, go look up the fucking ER stories. Go look up bizarre emergency room stories. People are fucking stupid. And what she did, what she made was a stupid ass fucking mistake. People get things stuck up in their fucking holes, on their bodies. The things that they fucking do are outrageous. I don't know how folks come up with this shit. So like, calm down. Calm down. It is okay for somebody to do this thing. I know you saw it on camera, so you think it's staged. Everything is not staged. You know, this thing is actually so stupid, which is why I actually believe that it was nothing more than a fucking honest, dumb mistake. And if you are a human being and not a fucking lizard person, not a half robot, I guarantee you have made some bizarro ass mistakes in your fucking life that's super embarrassing. But lucky for you, it was not recorded for the world to see. All right. So it's just this is just a reflection of the times that you were able to see it, because people record everything now. Right? Like, everybody ain't doing shit for attention. Some people just want to do shit like, slick down their fucking hair because they ran out of their goddamn regular hair glue and they wanted to see if this works. Granted, I am fucking wondering, like, she had to have, used her hand, whether with gloves or not, to get that shit slicked down. How she did not know that once she used her hand, or maybe she did, maybe she used a brush, I don't know, that, or even on her brush, even if she did use a brush and didn't actually touch it with her hands, her bare hands, like, how you ain't know that, baby, that shit is a fucking mess. I'm actually really impressed at how slicked down it was. But then it is spray. And I've actually never used Gorilla Glue spray. I've only ever used it on like a fingernail, like when a nail was broken and I couldn't find crazy glue, so Gorilla Glue was around. But that shit is a whole ass mess. And I learned the hard way, Gorilla Glue and your nail don't fucking mix, sis. Look, stop hating on the love that she's getting. I'm actually really happy that she is getting so much support and not, being really laughed out of fucking town per se. I'm very happy that she's getting support, because I cannot imagine the psychological and emotional fucking trauma that she's experiencing, even with the support, because there are plenty of people who are against her and really fucking upset at her and think that she's doing it for attention, and that's a lot of psychological and emotional trauma there that she's got to fucking like deal with. And it's going to take a long time or another incident that trumps this before people move on and forget about her. You know what I mean? But even and that's just us that's out here. But like the people that are around her, closer to her, in her neighborhood, in her community, they're never going to fucking forget that. Every time they see her, they're going to know that. Right? So like, if you've ever done anything dumb in your younger years, whether you were much younger than she is, I don't know how old this woman is, but she seems to be very young. And I know even if she's 25 or whatever, however old that she is, because there does not seem to be an age young enough for some of you to understand that people do dumb shit, and at a certain age they're still of a certain mindset. You know what I mean? And they make dumbass mistakes, and this is coming from someone that it took a long time. Some of you would say way too long. To not know that there are certain things that you should not do. This is me, So guys, look, everything does not deserve your fucking your Google Scholar write-up. You know what I mean? Like, people are allowed to make mistakes, even you. And I feel sorry for her. I hope she overcomes this. And I hope that we can move past this and stop taking this as some personal threat to ourselves as artists and as people and as Black women.